Hey y'all, Scorpion here. Just grabbed a little handful of stuff here. Figured we could strip this stuff down and see what we got.
Rock bottle on the track, boy.
Alright, so it's LAN, PoE. It's going to be a power supply inside of this because that's your 110 volt plug. So 110 volts do not run these. So it's a power supply in there. I'll just put this with my power supplies that the cords have been cut off of. Should take care of that. We got us a wire here. It's not just a wire. It's cable, whatever you want to call it. Computer cable, you know, that kind of stuff. So as my normal, I just peel this off of here. Normally try to grab one of these pins, just one if possible. Oh, these are in a sleeves, huh? So there is no gold on that. Let's see if we can get a pin. There we go. Not sure if y'all can see that or not, but there's gold on the end of that, so that goes to the gold ones. The one that I pulled out goes to my scrap, and this is just scrap. Of course, this is trash. Now, if that one's gold, they should all be gold. They pay $1 a pound for gold connectors. So, of course, that doesn't want to come off of there. Turn it loose. There we go. So there's that. This ribbon wire. That's what it's called. See? I'm slow, but I get there. So this goes with ribbon wire. This is trash. And let's work on this for a minute and move this stuff away. So this is going to be a laptop computer board. You've got your RAM here. Quite a bit of weight to that one, actually. This is $22 a pound. So there's the RAM. You've got your heat sink. It's going to be sitting on top of the processor here. So once you take all the stickers and everything off of it, that's copper aluminum rad. Most places will take it as that anyway. These add up pretty quick. But as I said, you gotta clean them up. You know, pull your stickers off, pull this stuff off, wipe this stuff off the back. All your screws here, you got to take those out. Most of the time it's easier just to break them out throw it in the shred, and then what's left is your copper aluminum rad that you can turn in for money. And when I say break them off, this is probably the easiest one right here. So you just grab a hold of the screw itself, normally makes it the easiest, and just do that, and that goes to your scrap. And you know, the rest of it goes to your copper aluminum rad. I do like to pull this stuff off these boards because I would make the assumption that they don't want to pay me for the plastic. So I try to pull that off so the weights are like they're supposed to be. There's another one over here. Like so on. If you were micro scrapping and wanted to clear the board, not only do you have your processor here, but you got your gold corner chip over here. You've got gold on the pins inside those. These pins right here are gold. Those are probably gold. Probably inside that as well. Flip this over and pull the fan out. That's even gold on the connections on the fan. Have to pull these out. There's gold on that. I do normally try to pop these off if they come off easy. That one does not. And get your chip out, unlock it. All those little gold legs on there. So I'll put that with my others here in a little bit. And then this goes in with the laptop boards. I'm guessing like $6 a pound or something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head, but halfway decent pay. As I said, I try to pull all that little nasty stuff off. You got gold pins in here, gold pins here and here. That one, I do not think that one is gold. It's going to be gold pins here. Pop that up and look. So it's just a quick tear down on one of those laptop boards. Let's see if I can clear this trash off of here and make a little bit more space. And then this is just the keyboard off of a laptop. So these can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Sometimes they had screws underneath the keyboard area. So if you get to pulling the keyboard off and it doesn't want to come off, well, that's probably why. This is where your mouse and the two buttons for your mouse is. My area is full of my project on the other channel that is trying to be built, put together. Some of these are pain. So that pulls out of a connection there. This side is actually soldered to the board. I normally just rip it off of there. You know, that's the same wires what I cleaned the other stuff off of a minute ago. You have this little piece here. The board is not gold, but if you look right here, that looks like it's gold. It's definitely going to be silver, but it may be gold, or it may be a yellow coating over it. probably a yellow coating over it, to be honest with you. Yep. So I just scratched it off, so it's silver for that button there. I peeled that one off. None of those have any gold on them. If you ever get bored, you can always leave yourself a little box or container of stuff like this. If you run out of stuff to do or something, you can start popping the silver out of those if you want. Just a food for thought there. Alright, so this is where your push button keys are. It's going to be silver for these, the contacts underneath. This right here, we'll get back to, that's your mouse pad. And if y'all can tell, that's gold. That whole board is gold coated. They're either copper coated or they're gold coated. So you have to look and see. Right now I'm just tossing them all into the same pile. Later I'll go back and pull the gold ones out. I'll take the mask off of here, and then I'll get the thin coating of gold off of it for myself. Sometimes these can be a pain to get. So let's see, I don't see any screws in the back side here holding that, so we'll go over here. So this side's popping loose. If I can ever get underneath it far enough and not stab myself with my hand, that's what I normally end up doing. I get to prying on stuff like this. If you think you're going to scrap stuff and not lose some blood, you're mistaken. You're definitely going to lose some here and there. So that's just scrap metal. Now this should come up a little bit easier. Just run a screwdriver underneath the edge there and pop it up. So this is just plastic. Some of these are metal, like the first part that I took off. Some of them are plastic, it just all depends. So that gives you your keyboard. Remember, if you separate this from the underneath, there's Mylars. They normally look kind of like this, but this isn't a Mylar. And there's silver underneath each one of these keys. And one day I'll separate that stuff and show y'all how that's done. Yeah, most of the time when I get to these, I've found it easier. Most of the time to just cut it loose. These won't come off, that's just scrap metal. So I'll go ahead and cut this here. Now sometimes these will peel off nicely and sometimes not so much, and being that it's already opened up. And just work your way down through there. Pick a side and separate it. Nice and slow and easy. Try and keep your hand out the way. They're just glued on. Some type of super awesome glue. So you have to get something to get this glue off as well before you can get the gold off of there. But there's your keypad. Sits here like this. And it looks like that's basically going to be it. Of course, these little things here where the screws went in, they're brass if you wanted to cut all them out, but that takes a lot of time for them, more than you're going to get. So hope y'all enjoyed, hope it was informative. We'll catch you in the next video.